Hello, my name is Professor James Lambert from the University of Virginia. I'm grateful to Professor Cash Barker and to the University of Oklahoma for inviting me to contribute to this lecture series. It's a privilege to spend time here with you and your professors. In this talk, I hope to convince you that risk as a concept can make use of knowledge from different areas of science, including physical science, social sciences, data science, and others. Furthermore, risk analysis can be effective for leaders to understand who gains and who does not from particular actions of government, NGOs, corporations, and others. Importantly for engineering, risk analysis can cope with changes in the missions and aims and requirements of large-scale systems. A key theme of my talk is how risk analysis and systems engineering contribute to technology innovation and thereby to humanity and to human welfare. In this talk, I will share a bit of motivating theory, in particular, how risk can be understood as an influence of scenarios to priorities. I will tell you how my graduate students and I adapted theory of scenario-based preferences from the decision sciences and made it useful to risk analysis. Scenarios are comprised of emergent and future conditions, such as new technologies, markets, regulations, environments, behaviors, workforce, populations, and others. For risk analysis, a critical question is which scenarios of risk most matter? Which scenarios of risk least matter? This in terms of changing the priorities of your organization, your industry, your nation, etc. In your studies and careers, I would like you to ask how changes of purpose, for example, changing requirements and changing missions, could be at least as disruptive to large-scale systems as the disruptions to organizations and humans, hardware, software, and others. Reminding that systems are interrelated components that have structure, function, and purpose, the interest for this talk is the disruption of purpose and whether particular systems are resilient. I will describe how risk analysis as a program within government, military, industry, and even universities needs several types of understanding. First, an understanding of what types of threats are in the scope of the risk program. Second, an understanding of what are the allocations of resources to risk analysis across time horizons, organizational units, types of threats, geography, and so on. Third, an understanding of how the risk program is to be monitored and evaluated. I will describe applied research that was performed at the University of Virginia with support of the U.S. National Science Foundation, the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers, the U.S. Department of Transportation, the U.S. Department of Homeland Security, the U.S. Department of State, and others. I will describe examples of risk analysis applied to sea level rise, investments in the power grid and other infrastructure of war-devastated countries, to advanced chargers of electric vehicles and the mobile power grid, airport runway safety, and I will describe economic development threatening highway arterials. I will describe radiological dirty bomb attack to the Washington, D.C. Capital Region. I will tell a bit about the Worldwide Society for Risk Analysis, the IEEE, including the IEEE Systems Council, the American Society of Civil Engineers, in particular its Infrastructure Resilience Division, and the Council of Engineering Systems Universities, among other professional organizations. These organizations can support your careers and lifelong learning beyond the few years you spend in a great university, such as the University of Oklahoma, and here in the Department of Industrial and Systems Engineering. I will be grateful to continue to meet you, your professors, and others from the University of Oklahoma at meetings of these professional societies and to see you in your careers into the future. I wish you the best for your studies here at the University of Oklahoma and hope you will visit me sometime at the University of Virginia. Thank you for your interest in my talk today.